What up, Facebook? What up, YouTube? We are live. Um,
Haven't
we are
done that in a
here.
while.
Yeah, it's been a minute for us. We do a lot more videos on our YouTube mainly, but especially for the people on Facebook, we're back answering questions for you for sure. We're gonna be talking Rockets, Astros, Texans, but I guess until we get any questions, we'll be starting off with the Texans. They're still the hottest thing in the city as of right now.
For sure.
I know Will Anderson, CJ, they won rookie offense and defense awards.
I wasn't
Well
shocked by
deserved.
CJ, but I was a little bit shocked by Will. I wasn't positive he was gonna get that.
Yeah, that was there was some speculation that he didn't deserve it, not by us, but by people around the league. But
I
I'm
mean, he
glad he
just
got it.
does everything well. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He's just not flashy. Like that's why I was thinking. I was like, man, like a Devin Witherspoon or a Jalen Carter might get it just because they're a little bit like Witherspoon's a little bit flashier. But CJ's numbers were, for the totality of the season, they were better than anybody's.
Oh yeah, like the only one that could compete with CJ at that was Puka, but
Yeah.
we know the NFL loves quarterbacks, and he honestly did earn it, even while missing 2 games. Um, But no, I mean they also I know Houston Texans said that D'Amico Ryans won the AFC Coach of the Year by the NFL 101 awards.
Mm-hmm. Whatever the hell
So
that is,
yeah, whatever the hell that is. But I mean,
we'll take it.
like keep bringing the awards, man. Um, now all eyes, of course, go to off season, and that's
Mm-hmm.
where a lot of our questions from people on Facebook and YouTube and all over have been like, who do we get? What do we fix? And we've great have some great videos out already on our free agents of who to keep, more in
Mm-hmm.
depth. And then we have some wish list free agents, of course, the big
Mm-hmm.
names. So y'all can always check those out on YouTube. But I mean, I keep hearing questions about O line. O line.
I was about to say before you get there, bro.
Yeah.
Like, for the past 48 hours, it's all the fuck I've talked to people about. And I think before I can have that conversation anymore with anybody, I think that the best thing to do is to figure out what position you go. Like, what do you upgrade? Because some people want to spend all the money on the O line, which we've done already, and some people want to spend it all on a receiver. And it's like, we got a lot of shit we got to do, y'all.
People don't understand that.
They, to us, 74 million is a lot of money. To a roster in the NFL, that is not. I mean, you're third, but you're not. It's not a lot. It's going to go quick, especially for guys that you
So
need to
here's
resign.
how I want to prioritize it:
Yeah.
is you take the money you have and you re-sign the ones you want back, but in a specific order. So, for instance, like the first person I try to get back is Schultz,
Yeah.
Yep.
and then the second person I try to get back is Stevie Nelson,
Okay.
I like that.
and then I start moving back to my D line for all them fools that was on a 1 year deal: Sheldon Rankin, Hassan Ridgeway, Derek Barnett, like all them fools to shore that line back up, and then you go into free agency.
Clocking who wants to be here. You got to get Fairbairn. You got to get your whole special teams pretty much is free agents.
Forgot
Um,
about them. Good call.
yeah, so we got a lot to resign. I mean, there's a lot of guys on the team to resign that, and we've said it in our videos. They deserve to be here. They want to be here.
So basically, the point of that I was trying to make is there's two things that I don't concern myself with that most people do: the O line being one of them, and figuring out what we do with Grenard. Like I'm not holding up on shit just for Grenard to figure out if you're gonna take fair money or what the league kind of says you're worth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. As much as you want to come back to Houston, it has to make sense for both sides. Uh, I just feel like D'Amico is very adamant in what he wanted to upgrade,
Mm-hmm.
and he didn't call it like he didn't be like, oh, Singletary and it's y'all's fault. Like, but he did say like, hey, we had no running game in this game. And so running back will be a position that we look at.
Mm-hmm.
And fans took it as we're getting a new running back. And then the other half of fans were like, we don't need a new running back. We need better O linemen to open the holes up better for him. Did we watch the same games here? Because, I mean, there, like, just being honest, like when Damian Pierce would run, there'd be a hole there, and this dude would run the opposite way. And then
Mm-hmm.
Singletary, I mean, he was there, but at the end of the day, I mean, y'all are looking at the Baltimore game. That's a top defense that you're trying to go up against with a band-aided O-line that got you to that game,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what we come back to.
But
We
then
have
also, for the sake of no argument, it's like you can they can be two truths. You know what I'm saying? Because like not every O line is built to run. Not every O line is built to pass. Like we figured out early in the year, we couldn't rely on the running, so we did what we had to keep CJ clean, and that's what they seen in Baltimore. Like
Yeah.
that, they didn't give a shit about running. To be honest, they were just trying to keep CJ clean, and people don't realize that. That's where they're like, "Oh, fix the O line." It's like, dude, that's just gonna be way different, and it's just too stupid to think you're gonna spend more money on an O line.
yeah.
You literally just gave 3 starters a new contract last year. Like, what the hell are you gonna do?
It,
People don't care about stuff like that because they still say we should cut Tunsil because of yeah
Why
because
go
of the
talk to
penalty.
them?
No, we don't. It's just people say that every single day still.
yeah,
They
it's
say we
like
got to cut him because of the penalties.
I see,
Yeah,
like at
bro.
least on our Facebook posts, I see at least like a day 10 O-line, Tunsil, Titus Howard, this and that. Like, just cut Kenyon Green already. It's like, why? He's on a rookie deal. Like, I might as well see what I have in him. Like,
Or my favorite one is just cut Damian Pierce.
yeah, that was done too. Like, rookie deals, guys, they're amazing. Yeah, they're amazing. Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty
Like,
much.
to me, like Tunsil, Titus Howard, Kenyon Green, like all those guys, if they come in next year, I mean, for some reason, the Texans fans are the only ones that complain about Tunsil. Everybody
Mm-hmm.
else around the league is always like, oh, one of the top left tackles in the game.
Dig this, bro. You tell me to fucking get an O line right. So we paid Tunsil, we paid Titus, we paid Shaq Mason. There's a
Yeah.
left tackle, right guard. You drafted Kenyon Green with the first pick you got from the Watson trade, so he's gonna find out if he's good or not. There's a left guard, and you moved up to draft Juice Scruggs last year. There's a center. So you have an O line like who should project to start. If you bring back who deserves to come back, then you have Jared Patterson, Michael Dieter, and George Fant as your 3 first backups. What the fuck is the problem, people?
I don't know what they what like.
Can't
I
make
mean,
everybody.
like looking even at the market for like guards, centers, like you're better off sticking with where your money is going to go on other places and have,
Mm-hmm.
like you just said, the whole line of younger players with solidified people and Titus and Tunsil and them, and then you can literally put that money into other things. And
Yes.
your 3 backups that you have are guys that legit got playing time against dominant defenses in Cleveland, Baltimore, like all these things. Like, if you want to get, like, if somebody's like, hey, we need more depth on O line, then I'll be like, all right, I'll look at people and be like, well, is there any other valuable depth or something? But I'm not going to start replacing my draft picks and my guys like that. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, it's not Madden.
If we
That's how
spend
people
big
look
money,
at
I
it.
want it to be on defense, bro. That's what I want. I mean, you're
Going
gonna have to do it regardless because you're gonna either have to pay Grenard or replace Grenard. You're gonna have to either pay Stevie Nelson or replace Stevie Nelson. And there's just too many fucking linebackers out there to not throw some money around and see what we can do.
So for all the people saying that get rid of Tunsil, right? Just say we do
Right.
that. There's 4 free agents next year at left tackle.
Okay.
There's Tyron Smith from Dallas,
Washed.
Dwayne Brown from the Jets,
Washed.
Cornelius Lucas, Washington,
Fuck that guy.
and Donovan Smith from Kansas City.
Well, see, he's not bad, but
No,
also you're not Tunsil good. So
yes. And so that's what I'm saying. Like it's just like there's more to the pieces, and I get it. Like I get the fact when you're mad, but it's like, come on, man. Like see, like at right tackle, of course, George Fant and Charlie Heck. Charlie Heck's more than likely off the team anyways, and nobody cares.
Mm-hmm.
But Fant, I kind of want to bring him back. So then we go into, like you said, do we put money in defense or we put it in offense?
Mm-hmm.
Do we hit the draft on defense or we have draft on offense? I mean, of course, we're going to fluctuate back and forth, but there's going to be one that we kind of put a little more into because I know in one of our videos that you said the draft is a little more offensive heavy.
I
And
was thinking about that earlier, right?
yeah,
And I was like, okay, hear me out. Hear me out.
Okay.
I keep going back to that Malik Neighbors thing I was telling you about yesterday. I'm willing to move a couple picks to get. Okay, if you move up to get Malik Neighbors, you essentially are taking him from the Colts, which means you're making the Colts spend money to keep Pittman. So either way, either move you do, give Pittman money or go try to get Malik Neighbors, who fucking falling in that range. You're fucking with the Colts, and I kind of like that.
Yeah. I'm always down to fuck up the rivals.
especially the tight ends. Ugh.
Oh, they
Oh,
got them a coach today. I ain't worried about them.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Titans, one of my favorite comments that Zach's really gonna love is somebody said we should go get DeAndre Hopkins and Derrick Henry and we can go 17-0.
I will entertain the idea of Derrick Henry, and I'm gonna forever pretend like you didn't say that other name to me.
I didn't say it. Somebody else said it and really thought
No,
they did
you
something.
read it off to me.
There's
It's just like you can't say the N word from a rap song if you're standing around black people. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, it's
I
in
don't
the
say the
song, but you
N-word.
said it. But I'm
No, I
saying,
don't
you know what I
say
mean?
the
It's like, it's in the song, but you said it. You're guilty, bro. You're guilty.
uh, the
I'm
the
just
thing
here
with
to give you the stuff that they say and see how you react to it because it makes good content.
the DeAndre Hopkins thing though. It's funny because he didn't want to come here. He had the choice
Right?
to come here. He was telling people, "I'm here for a reason." He chose. His words were, "I'm picking the Tennessee Titans because they have a dominant defense and can win a Super Bowl." I don't
Yeah.
know
Mm-hmm.
what you thought that team was. If that's what you thought, and I've had to hear this twice now when you went to Arizona and you were like, "This is a quality team." That team sucks. Didn't do nothing. And now you went to another team, a bum team, and you did that. I don't even want you, bro. Just stay
Well, I
away.
mean, let's just be 100 about it, bro. We just played you 2 times in the last 3 games or something like that. And we didn't have trouble guarding you.
No.
Like, we were able to kind of. So, like, I just can't pay you $10 million to be the third best receiver on my team. I can't do that.
Like nostalgia wise, I'm like, oh man, that's dope. Like he's back and all this
I'm
and
not
that.
even
But it's
looking.
like, bro, you were very vocal on this team.
Yes.
Like you Andre Johnson, JJ Watt were vocal to a point. You were very anti Houston Texans, very vocal about it. And I get it. You got dirty by Bill O'Brien and everything else. Like none of us as fans, I don't know one person that's like, oh, Bill O'Brien was great. Yeah. But you were very vocal against us. You, Zach Cunningham, all those bum dudes that went to Tennessee. I don't need none of y'all, bro. Like
But doesn't it
y'all
also feel like he would be in Nico's way too much?
yeah.
Yeah.
I want if
Wait,
we're gonna go sign somebody, I want somebody who can either get me some good yards after the catch, or if we just take the top off of the defense, like just a burner, bro. Go 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 go.
Michael Thomas. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
He'd pretty much be a tight end for us, a non-blocking tight end.
He'd be
I'd rather
he'd
keep
be a
Noah Brown than
cheerleader.
get Michael Thomas. That's
Yeah, he'd be
crazy
a
shit.
cheerleader.
I want Curtis Samuel. I saw.
I don't hate that, bro. I don't hate that.
I mean, boys get injuries sometimes, but I think I want Curtis.
I mean, it'd probably be pretty tight.
I don't think he's expensive. So,
He's only
It would be
27.
even cheap. It'd be even more affordable if we get rid of Robert Woods.
Mm-hmm.
bro was like, I love being here. It's like, I mean, that's cool, bro, but we all right. Yeah, Curtis Samuel about 11.5.
What if they don't go after a free agent receiver at all, and they just get a young one in the draft?
I could.
I'd
I
be
could.
okay.
I could see that.
I
I'd be
mean,
okay
what?
with it as long as I know he's going to produce.
Well, that's nobody knows if he's going to produce.
I know, but I mean,
Kid Low says, "Thug it out and get Khalil Shakir next free agent."
Um, I mean, I don't hate that. He's kind of going to do for us what you want Curtis Samuel to do. And I hate Buffalo with a passion, so I'd love to take a player from him.
yeah.
That's why he doesn't want Gabe David.
Nope. Yeah, I ain't mentioning the name again.
Eh,
Now, I'm still sad on Josh Reynolds if we get somebody this year. I like that dude.
We're getting Hollywood Brown, bro. We all know it.
We can think about it. Like, I'm cool with just going to get the third best receiver because I think we have plenty with Nico and Tank.
Yeah, it's good. There's gonna be a lot though, because it's gonna be also what do these coaches think Xavier and Michi can do in a full year on the team, learning the offense. Michi, of course, came back from his leukemia, and then Xavier being a rookie.
Yeah.
So if they
Dude, the other day they threw a bubble screen to Hutchins. He missed the tackle, took a pop from Roquan, stood up, took a pop from Kyle Van Noy, stood up, and then Matabuke had to clean his fucking clock. And then he got right back. I was like, that dude's pretty tough. Like, I think Hutchins is going to be a player.
yeah, Zach Kidlow
what's
said,
the
"What's
linebacker Zach wants that he never said?
Well, y'all said y'all knew.
I
Y'all want to take a guess?
I thought I knew, but then I started looking at players, and I was like, I don't know if this is right.
The first one that came to mind was Patrick Queen,
Nope.
and then
Middle
Levante,
linebacker.
and then Levante David.
Fuck no. He's old as I am.
Yeah, I know.
want
I was gonna say, but he was
steal
too old.
Jordan Brooks from Seattle. That's who I want.
Interesting.
We will be elite with Jordan Brooks. If anybody who don't know who that dude is, go watch his highlights. He can fucking ball.
His market value is
He wants Devin White.
13.8.
Nah, Devin White done got his job taken in Tampa. Like he's not so great anymore.
I mean, we do need that is a position. I know we're gonna do a wish list and a more realistic one as the season off season approaches more, but
I'll take Alua Kano if that's on the table, or I'll take Shaq Leonard if that's on the table. That's what I'm saying. There's just too many middle linebackers I'd be pleased with for us to not try to go get one.
that's definitely what we need. Would you go get Patrick Queen?
Not really, because I think he's better as like a weak side out linebacker than a middle linebacker,
What about this
and
guy?
I don't feel comfortable putting Christian Harris in the middle.
Yeah, it's true. What about Denzel Perryman?
Now you're fucking with me.
I was trying to go through the list. I was like, nah. Now there's some good names on here though, for sure. Like, I don't want anybody from Buffalo, but I mean,
I'll still Matt Milano from them, but he's kind of small.
like just looking at the defense, Will Anderson, of course, is your cornerstone on defense,
Mm-hmm.
we all know, okay, the run game, we did pretty well this year against it. There was a few games where we kind of were like, ugh, but the tight ends were destroying us. Like if you had a tight end, you pretty much just shred us. Like,
But that's because Perriman, he just can't cover. Like he don't even know his assignments 9 times out of like he's just a dumbass. And Toa always knows his assignment. He just can't make a play.
yeah, it's the skill.
And then Christian Harris, he's not that great at coverage. He's good, but he's not great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Cashman is a great coverage linebacker. He's just not always great at stopping the run. So that's why I can't put either one of you retards in the middle, because I need somebody who could do both.
So we need to take out Denzel Perryman and put in.
He gone, like gone. Don't come back, gone.
Put somebody in there, and then leave Cashman, leave Will, leave Christian Harris, and that's a nasty,
You see what I'm saying?
nasty. D'Amico gonna be happy. He gonna be talking to the media.
You still got Will, right? You bring back Sheldon. Malik Collins is signed for 2 more. Heinisch on a rookie deal. You bring back Ridgeway. You bring back Khalil Davis, Derek Barnett, and then you figure out bring Gennard back or sign somebody else.
Yeah.
It's not that hard, people. Just fucking listen to me. I know what the team had and what we should bring back. I don't know why people insist on arguing with me all day.
Willow says, who wins Ravens versus Chiefs and 49ers versus Lions?
I'm going Ravens and Lions.
That's what I hope for. That's what I'm going for.
Me too.
I want Ravens and Lions. That's what I was gonna say.
I have a reason to believe the Lions could win if they run the ball as good as the Packers did, and they have a much better O line than the Packers. I mean, they don't have an Aaron Jones, but they do have a Jameer Gibbs and a Monty.
David Montgomery, yeah.
Yeah, that boy. He's a little quadzilla. And they signed Zach Ertz, so.
The problem is I have a strong feeling CMC is going to eat on them linebackers.
It's gonna be.
So they really comes down to, do we shut the pass game down and hope CMC only gets 2 touchdowns and we score 3? Or figure some other shit out.
Well, Debo is probably not going to play because he got his shoulder hurt again. So that just leaves Ayuk the main one. So,
but Jawan Jennings is the one who played the best last week against the Packers. He caught all the important balls. Kittle.
Yeah. I was going to say
I'm going to call it, bro. I'm going to call it. My boy Jameson Williams is going for a 60-plus yard bomb
he needs
on
to.
San Fran.
He needs to. He needs to shine, man. He also needs to not get suspended again, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
I think the Niners-Lions game will be close no matter who wins. I have a feeling the Ravens might fuck the Chiefs up.
I do too. That's something about that Ravens team.
I hope they do, just so I can stop seeing Taylor Swift for a while.
You'll probably see him more. Excuse me, everybody.
Ugh.
He said Taylor Swift, and I got indigestion like that. See what
Sorry.
happened? Ruining football.
Is there any other positions that? I mean, I know we're gonna do a detailed one in like defense, but like safety or
We'll see, like in
cornerback.
a lot of mock drafts where we're projected. People got us taking an O lineman at 23. I was like, that's stupid shit. But Kool-Aid McKinstry from Alabama, the corner's available, and I was like, I will take your dumb ass at 23 if you're still there.
Like,
Me too.
this is gonna be a fun
That's
offseason.
Yeah.
I hope.
Last year we were like all hyped, like we're getting a quarterback, Bryce or CJ, let's go. And then it's like, oh snap, we may get Will Anderson. Here we go again with the Vince Young, Mario Williams shit. And then Nick was like, nah, we getting 2 of them. And he did that. So now I'm like, I trust this. I say we get a Michigan running back or a Wisconsin running back in the draft.
I don't know if the Michigan running back is coming out or not. Is he?
I don't know if he declared yet.
I forgot his name, but I know you were talking about Los. I mean, I'm all for getting a rookie running back,
I mean,
but
wanted
you still got to
Oxford,
upgrade the position. Like, I don't mind spending a little money on that.
During our live draft, Zach was saying the whole time, Texans need to go get Achan. Texans need to go get Achan. Texans need to go get Achan. And we did it.
Yep.
And as we see what he did in Miami, yeah. Running backs is a position where you don't need to spend money anymore. It's not like the old days.
It's not like the old. To an extent, that's true. But if there's like talent like right in front of you,
Yeah.
like think about it. Like say that you get Singletary to come back for $5 million, right? So say he does $5 million times 2, 10. You devote $10 million to him. All right, and then Derrick Henry was like, "I'll come play for you for 7. I'll sign Derrick Henry to a 1-year deal, and then that leaves me a 3 running back room."
I'm cool
Yeah.
with that.
4 if you bring Dari's dumbass back.
That talent ends up getting their ACL broke. God damn it.
Hey, just maybe.
Yep.
But
I mean, look what I'm not saying that getting a running back always helps, but CMC sure did make the 49ers look legit.
I was about to say, how many
ACL
fucking running
year.
backs? Who?
CMC. I thought he did, and he never did.
How many times did that San Francisco team end up cycling through running backs through the draft and free agency until they were like, "Fuck this, let's just go get CMC."
Yep.
So like when you think you're that close to winning, sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet and pay for it. The problem is, it's just not a lot of CMCs running around the league.
Yeah.
If we were to draft a wide receiver with that first pick that we have, Zach, who would you want?
What do you mean?
So, like with our 23rd pick, and there's a wide receiver that falls to us, who would you want?
Oh, that's not a fair question because like there's just like a three dog race for receivers, and then it's just kind of preferential after that.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's
Malik
why
Neighbors, but you'd have to move up for him.
That's why I'm asking though, because like there's 2 or 3 like right in that area. Like you got Brian Thomas Jr. and then you got Xavier Worthy.
But then it goes back to it's a three dog race.
Yeah.
It's Malik Neighbors, it's Marvin Harrison, and it's the kid from Washington. Like those are the sought after ones. I'm not gonna waste a. I don't want to say waste because you might get a really fucking good receiver at the end of the first round. We got D Hop,
Yeah.
but it's like that's not out of my radar though.
Yeah.
So,
But I'm saying like if one of them was really good and it fell to you and you had no other option, like would you take that or? Because it says right here, it's
I
like,
always have options.
No,
If you don't have options, you're doing the wrong job.
no, I know, but it's saying right here like we have like a cornerback and like an edge right at the end that are in the same round like that, or right around there for us.
oh, in the mocks.
That's what I'm saying. I've seen everything mocked to us. But the one player that stuck out to me was Kool-Aid McKinstry because I'll take a fucking giant corner to play with Stingley.
It feels like the late round after this, like we're definitely gonna go after talent. And Nick's kind
Because doesn't it feel like quit going after young receivers?
Yeah.
yeah.
Unless I know you're like upper echelon, it's like I don't have time to keep trying to see who can do what.
Especially with CJ
'Cause that's-
having CJ.
Exactly. It's like you're still trying to figure out what the fuck Mechie is. You're still trying to figure out what Hutchins is.
Like for me, that's why I'm as much as I want them to spend. If they go get a linebacker, a receiver, and a running back, I'll be happy.
Exactly.
Like I mean, there's still more I want, but if they do that and then fill in some holes in the draft with, because Nick has said it before, he's like, hey, I'm gonna go for the talent at that spot right there. He goes, even if we don't, if it's like, unless it's like a quarterback or some shit, but like he's like, if we have a small need for it, I'd rather get that talent that I believe in right there, even if I'm reaching a bit, or if it like I'm gonna get that player that I want that's on my board that my scouts scouted and this and that. Like,
See, I agree. I feel like Nick Casario, he's fly with his shit, bro. Like he's gonna put himself in a position. He's like, I'm willing to waste future capital to get the player not only that I want, but it's because I'm 1,000% sure that this fucker can play. You know what I mean? So like a Malik Neighbors, or you fucking move up and you put yourself in a position for Brock Bowers. You know what I mean? And it's like, I would rather do that because it feels more like a Will Anderson move than just taking best available at 23. Ooh, how many are gonna wait? Probably a waste. About 3, 2 or 3, maybe.
do y'all believe in Caleb Williams?
I do. I think the kid could play.
Yeah.
If Chicago ends up drafting him and trading Justin Fields, it's the smartest thing they can do, in my opinion.
It saves them from last year.
If he's as good as if your comp is Pat Mahomes, then Chicago can't even be mad about not getting Pat Mahomes. You know what I mean?
That means they would miss on Pat Mahomes. They missed on, we don't know what Bryce is yet, but they missed on Bryce, Anthony, and CJ last year. So at this moment, it's kind of like, I got to get the quarterback. The football gods want me to get a quarterback. So let me just do both for me and Justin Fields and move on.
For real.
We have Drake, Jay McCarthy, Caleb Williams, Daniels going in the first picks.
See, that's what I'm saying. I think Caleb and Drake are easy, and it's just like who wants the other 3. I still not sold on Penix. I'm not sure he's a first rounder. I get why they would say that. I wouldn't fucking touch him in the first round. But I think somebody's gonna reach for Jalen Daniels.
Is anybody trading up for him?
It depends. The answer to that question will be answered when you figure out what the fuck Denver does with Russ Wilson.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be crazy because if Washington gets a quarterback, they're gonna trade Sam Howell, and somebody's getting a pretty good quarterback.
But you don't know that they're going to trade Sam Howell.
True, but I mean,
Think about what they did with Kirk Cousins and RG3.
true. Never mind. And New England it could go quarterback. Because New England.
I was saying like Justin Fields could be out there on the move.
Yeah.
The idiot from New England, Mac Jones.
Yeah.
He's an idiot. What are you doing?
No, he is. But it's just funny because you said it, we knew who you're talking about. We're like, oh yeah. Right now they have us projected Byron Murphy the second, defensive tackle, Texas.
I like that.
This is on SI. It says throw him in a defensive line with Will Anderson, and baby, we've got some stew brewing. I don't know who wrote
Yeah, it sounds like some lame ass old dudes wrote that. We got some stew brewing.
Will McFadden wrote that.
Get Kool-Aid, lock down that secondary, and pay for a middle linebacker. You cycle through defensive linemen within the game more than I've ever seen in my life. So you just keep paying a bunch of people a little bit of money. Oh, what the? Whose burner account is this?
God, no!
I don't want it.
Look, the dude's super talented, but keep that bullshit away from our team.
He gets so mad at his quarterback all the time. He always wants the ball in his hands. He reminds me of Stephon Diggs, all the complaining and everything. I don't want that. And CJ is very like when he messes up, his receivers, hey, don't worry about it type of thing. Like Nico and Tank and all them. And then when they mess up, he's the same way. Hey, like I don't need that. I'm gonna say prima donna stuff because that's what it felt
If we
like.
don't want to deal with D-Hop's bullshit, I definitely don't want to deal with. I mean, I get it. The he's all world talented, but no, thank you.
His attitude's too shitty for me to want him over here.
I'd rather go just sign Michael Pittman and then
I don't want to pay the money either to that point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
How about they keep him and we'll take Devonta? I'll take Devonta Smith in a
I'll
heartbeat.
take Devonta Smith. Yeah.
That's one of my favorite players in this league.
Devontae's a baller. I'll do that. I guess I will give y'all like I don't know. I'll throw somebody in there for you.
They would want like defensive players, so they would want like
I'll give him
Petrie.
I'll give him like Davis.
Bullshit. We won't give up Petrie for Devonta Smith.
Damn.
All right. But that's not realistic. They ain't trading him. So. CJ's got to pray for them demons to come out of AJ, and we got a baller.
Nope.
Nah,
I got no time for it.
Jalen Hurts ain't that bad. His coaching failed him, and AJ pretty much did that typical, I'm done with this team. I don't want that because if one or two bad games happen, this dude going to do the same thing here. Like,
Yep.
you can't keep stuff in-house. Look, Zach said it at the gym on Saturday. Brandon Ayuk looks like he hates Brock Purdy. But you will never know. He will never come out and say anything. He'll never be on the sidelines. Like he kind of does now in the playoffs, but that's understandable. It's playoffs. But AJ, you can go back from week 2 and see that. I don't want none of that.
It's
I
like
don't want that.
it's like fucking CeeDee Lamb's mom tweeting about Dak Prescott sucks and needs to be off the Cowboys and stuff, and
Micah Parsons' brother.
Micah Parsons' brother saying the same thing, and Dak's brother saying if I could get him out of Dallas, I would, and all this. Like, I don't need people to be going and bitching on the internet like that.
Let's leave that stuff up north. We'll leave all that.
You get paid
drama.
millions of dollars to play a game. Just go out there and play the game.
Oh man, that's funny. Nah, give me Michael Michael Pittman. Yeah, I was saying Michael Parsons. I don't want him.
The other MP.
All right, anything else on the Texans?
Nah.
Stop telling us to get T. Higgins.
Yeah, I don't. That's terrible. That's disgusting. Like, I don't know many people that really want. If I'm gonna get a fast, and I always hear it's because he's fast. Okay, give me Curtis Samuel then. Cheaper.
Yes.
He's probably faster, and he has better hands.
I'll continue to say Greg Dortch before you get me to say T. Higgins.
I'm fine with that. There's a lot on that list that I'm fine with. That
Okay,
William
how you
Brown,
feel
maybe.
about Curtis Samuel? I kind of feel that way too, but it's something about Darnell Mooney though, bro.
I'm cool with Darnell Mooney though. Because, like we said, we don't have to. As much as it's amazing to be like, oh, we got the superstar there. It's like, eh, like we don't.
Like, who the hell wants T. Higgins though? And then tell me why. If somebody could tell me why you want T. Higgins, like he does this exceptionally well, I just don't see it. You know what I mean? Like,
He
how
dropped
does
the game winner against the. He freaking sucks.
Yeah, I'm a pass on T. Higgins, bro. Good luck to you. I don't hate you. I just don't want you on my team.
Yeah, I don't hate him as a person, but he can go to like,
He could stay right there where he's at. Just stay there.
yeah.
You got Joey B coming back, adult Macaulay Culkin. Like, it'll be great.
You know who
Just
should
stay right
sign him? The Jacksonville Jaguars should sign him.
Well, they're gonna get rid of Ridley, so they just might.
There we go. That's who he can go to. Y'all can
And
watch-
AJ Brown can go to the Saints.
There we go. Boom. There we go. See, we're helping GMs out. When these moves happen, we at least want a small percentage of
Yes,
general
we
manager.
want 1% of the contract value.
For real. It'll change my life.
All right, we'll move on to the Houston Astros. We've been very quiet, guys. I'm
This
just
is true.
kidding. We got Josh Hader. I didn't
Oh,
expect.
So here's how I figure they're gonna do it. I was thinking about this. Is like, what are they gonna do? It's easy. If you have a mostly lefty dominant lineup, we're playing against Hader closes. If it's righty, Presley closes. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
And hearing Dana and Joe Espada say, we talked to Presley before this to see how he would feel. He said, do it. I'm all for it. I love it. The transparency, it I'm not going to jump and say, but it feels like transparency with Espada and Dana, which we knew Dusty and Dana was not working out. We could see that. It feels like D'Amico and Nick, this communication down to the players relate to it because all the players at FanFest talked about it. There we go. That meant so much to us for you to go to Presley and be like, hey, we want to make this move. This will make us better, but how do you feel about it? And not saying that it wouldn't have got done if he's like, I don't like it, but you're letting him know that human aspect of the game that us fans all forget about is still in the game, and these coaches and Dana are understanding it. I mean, we were quiet. We got a backup catcher, Victor, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure this move, Hader, of course, puts us over the cap. We have a video on it. Y'all can check it out on our YouTube.
Yeah, people. The funny thing is I don't think people realize how fucking good of a signing that is because of all he can do. Like, he's not Presley. If Presley had to go more than 2 outs, I got nervous, bro. I got nervous.
You were sweating.
That motherfucker got asked to do 4 outs in a playoff game, and I was like, son of a bitch, I'm about to have a stroke in my living room. I couldn't do it. But Hader has no problems doing it. That fool literally got 8 outs on a save on 8 strikeouts. Like, that's what he does.
Dude's disgusting.
That's why I'm saying, think about it like this. If you can get 3 innings between him and Abreu and then 1 from Presley, that's 4 innings in a playoff game. So you only have to ask a starter to go 5. Like, that's how we fucking win.
It's dirty.
Dirty rotten bastards.
There's a lot. There's a reason why Vegas put us at the top of AFC after that. There's a reason why we're number 3 in World Series odds now after that. Of course, we won't be up there with the $1 billion that the Dodgers spent. And then I think the other team is Atlanta, which they deserve to be up there. They're a dominant team.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I mean, the Yankees got, of course, all offense. And we were like, oh, we're going to get defense. And we're going to do this. Now, Dana did say, I'm not done. And he's very... When he's vocal about that, it's kind of weird because he's usually very discreet. But he said, I want a left hitter outfielder. And so I'm
Well, see, that's the thing, though. I know what you're about to say. Don't tickle my fancy. I'm thinking Cody Bellinger too, but I find it really hard to believe they'll spend that money. But then they spent the money on Hater, and it's like, hold on, they're doing shit different now.
So we're over the cap.
Right?
We're over the cap by like 17 million. So Jim Crane has to spend the money unless he gets under the cap by the end of the year, which I highly doubt he will. It feels like he's like, hey, Dana, you, Espada, I believe in you. What do I need to do? Oh, I need this. Spend my money. And he said that about 2 years ago. And they didn't do it last year. So it feels like after getting slapped in the face by the Texas Rangers, that kind of pissed Crane off.
There's no fucking way we don't move into the number 2 spot in World Series odds if Cody Bellinger is an outfielder for the Houston Astros. That shit would be crazy.
Like, yeah, that would be
I personally don't think that they'll do that, but that's what I want them to do.
As of December 14, 2023, he was deemed the top landing spot with the Astros. Now, everything's been quiet. And we all knew the way the market worked. Ohtani, all these big Soto, all these big names. But now that it's winding down, now that we have Hader and they're kind of letting Neris go, Stanik's probably going to go to the Mets. Maton is, no, we don't even know, on the milk carton somewhere still. It just feels like the way he said it, I'm looking for an outfielder and a left batter. It just feels right. It just feels like Cody Bellinger. We understand. Imagine a picture of Cody Bellinger and Jose Altuve together with Alex Bregman. Like, that would break the internet because Dodger fans would be pissed at him.
Oh, for sure.
But then he probably wouldn't give a shit because he's like, I want to win a World Series. So
yeah, y'all didn't give me any of that $1 billion y'all just spent over there.
I was like, I just think that
that would be cool. I'm not gonna lie. I would like to see that.
I won. I'm gonna wish that into the universe.
You got my blessing.
Like, that would be tight.
That's all we need. I'll be happy. I'll have a happy off season. I mean, we do have some bad baggage. I mean, Luis Garcia, he don't ever talk to the media, so but there's Dana said he'll probably be back by July.
I'm good with that.
Y'all's favorite pitcher, Lance McCullers, said he'll be back by July, August.
Heard that before. Heard that last year, bro.
Yeah, he's been out for 2 years. Forrest Whitley said he was appreciative that the team has a lengthy leash on him and has allowed him to heal and do all this stuff. So he said that he knows he's going to be on the main roster, or he's going to compete for it at least, and hope that he can at least be a bullpen guy, but he doesn't ever want to count out being a starter for this team.
You know what? I wish you well. I really do. It would help the team a lot if he could actually make that happen. But I think the only person that believes that bullshit is him.
Because it feels like Dana did it once. It was one of those moves where he's like...
It feels like Dana wrote that down and said, here, read this. Yeah. Tell him this.
Yeah. Well, in February, pitchers, catchers report to Florida, so we'll have a lot more on that. For sure. I don't think there's anything else. It's been quiet after the Hater news. I mean, that broke it, and then it died off again.
It felt good, though, to have a real GM on our team.
Everybody was like, I don't like Dana. He hasn't done nothing. And then, oh, yeah? Oh,
well,
yeah?
That's why I was asking. Was that, like, overkill reaction to Graveman, or was that something, like, if Graveman wouldn't have got hurt, would we even made that deal? I don't think we would have.
I don't think we would have either, but, hey, blessings in disguise. Hey, it ain't my money.
Nope.
Kid Los, we were about to move on. How about them Rockets?
I need these other people who do Rockets content to quit stealing our shit. Like, please stop. Create your own shit.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, we said this.
Yeah, like 10 days ago.
Yeah. We have a video out right now talking about trades for centers. That's probably the one position we do need to. Outside of that, it's health. Kid Los, what's up with Jalen?
What you mean by what's up with Jalen? I'm a Jalen fan, bro, so I'll defend him.
I mean, there's games he struggles. I will say that, but I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I, I can't look at Jalen and Şengün. Even I get they were drafted one before the other, and Jalen's supposed to be better than Şengün, but Şengün's been playing basketball since he was like 13.
Yeah, but the thing about it is the problem that people have with Jalen is they compare him to Sengun.
Yeah,
Like people basing everything that we should do with Jalen on how it relates to Sengun, but it's not fucking fair because Sengun gets a lot of the offense ran through him. So your usage rate is number 3 in the league. Like you're gonna look better by getting the ball more and doing more shit with it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And Jalen's kind of the one person he's like, I don't know where the fuck I fit in this situation.
I mean, we look at his year. They made him be a point guard, and that didn't. And we were like, this is terrible. And then now he's learning a new offense with a new coach, and there's moments where I mean injuries have happened. He's had to play a little point. He's had to go out there figure out how he fits in this team. And I mean, Sengun kind of figured it out a little faster, but there's still players still on this team trying to figure out where they fit in, where their position is.
It's all fucked up because if all he knows for sure is he's gonna get to shoot the 3, that means if I make him, I look good. If I miss him, I look bad.
Yeah,
I ain't missing him. That shit looks bad.
yeah,
Plus threes or more points.
true. Mathematically, that makes sense. Unless you're the Rockets that only lost to Golden State, then
I still say like it's Jalen's fault, but Van Vliet don't help the situation.
yeah, there's some. I'm gonna say as of right now, since there's so many injuries on this team, I didn't realize how many rotations we've gone through due to injuries. I will take a step back, try to digest as a whole. Um, because one thing we do know for damn sure is Raphael Stone is never afraid to make a deal, ever. And Ime Udoka is very vocal. So those two together,
Somebody's ass getting traded, bro. You have
yes.
to send somebody with Jock Landale somewhere.
So I'm not worried about the team if there is a true belief that Jalen Green they don't believe in him. I will not be surprised if he gets traded.
The only way that you can do that is if you know for sure that Cam can replace him. Like Cam will be the bigger star of the two, which he just fucking might, but you don't know that yet.
Yeah. And right now you got a bunch of easy contracts. You're fine. Man. We need to get rid of
It'll be like Jock Landale, Jay Sean Tate, and Aaron Holiday for a center watch,
More than likely, yeah. I'm cool with that.
or Jeff Green.
I'm cool with that. If we send Jeff Green anywhere, Uncle Jeff, I want him to be a 3-team where we could send him to Denver to beat Fleur.
I don't believe Jalen's value to be that high.
No.
Unless it's like a 3-team trade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you have a team like Miami in the mix who can send some shit out and get a Jalen back, you know what I mean? Like he has value to a team like that, I think.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know. I don't want to trade
Jalen. On a video though. Rockets fans do vote for Şengün though. He does deserve to be an all-star. We'll be doing a video on him. He has been balling. Numbers
He is balling. People just make me hate on him because they hate on Jalen.
I know. It's like, why can't we just love him all? Because the way it's going, people are going to start hating him in because they're going to love Cam.
Yes. Even though Amin put up 15 and 13
I mean,
at point guard. The fuck you get 13 rebounds at point guard and get hate?
I don't get it because now that I think about it, Rockets fans are like this. I hate Jalen Green, but I love Alfred Şengün. I hate Jabari, but I like Tari.
Mm-hmm.
I hate Amin Thompson, but I like Cam Whitmore. It's like, what the hell, dog? Like,
So they like the scragglers we picked up, but the ones we drafted 2, 3, and 4 they don't like.
no.
Then that means our scouting department needs to get fucking fired.
But I promise, like it's, and I think it's because they put a magnifying glass on these other
That's
guys,
exactly what it is, bro.
and then the other ones are like, well, they got them later, so it's fine if they miss free throws. I love them all, but this team ain't big enough for all of them. Nah, no, there's gonna be a point where, I mean, you're gonna fall into the OKC point where it's like, all right, we got a little too much here. Who we?
I think we already have more talent than they do.
No, we do, but that's what I'm saying. You're gonna run into that wall where it's like, ooh.
I
What do
don't
we
think
do?
so, bro.
I think so. I think there's gonna be at least one position where somebody is in each other's way, and I'm thinking, as messed up as it is, gonna be that Jalen Cam situation.
I think it's gonna be Jabari.
Ugh.
Because you think about it, if Jabari was not on the team today, it would be no conversation being had because they would move Sengun's dumbass to the 4 immediately and find a center.
That's true, yeah.
But they don't have faith in Jabari to play the 3.
That's true, yeah.
And you can't play the 3 anyway because you have fucking Dylan Brooks under an $80 million contract.
That's true. I don't know what they're gonna do. They can figure that out. That's luckily I don't get paid.
If they hire me, bro, I'll come unfuck that team for them. Like, I'll do it.
Oh man. All right, you got anything else to add to this?
No.
U of H, good luck in your game today. You're playing BYU, so y'all better win.
Who does you? Yeah, there's not too many good Rockets games coming up either, I don't think. Could we get some easy ones? Shit.
Oh, we're playing Trailblazers next, so
That's pretty easy. We should win that.
free LaMelo.
Free LaMelo. I said that all season, and we did a video, and the Charlotte fans said it was fucking retard because they're a top 6 seed in the East. Remember, we're a top 6 team in the East with LaMelo and Brandon Miller.
Yeah, I
Yet
had no
today we
influence.
trade fucking Terry Rozier for Kyle Lowry's retarded self.
Oh, they said that those Charlotte fans are going to be very upset. They said they're going to be taking on as many bad contracts as they can to get draft picks.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Which
So,
means Hayward's on his way out.
and there were some dumb teams saying they wanted him to, but that's for our NBA stuff because there was a lot of stuff today. The NBA was weird today. I don't have nothing else. Keep it up. That trade is so dumb and it's protected pick. Yeah,
They just wanted to get out from underneath that Rozier contract.
the Hornets or something else. That's why I tell Rockets fan, you can complain all you want, but there are
Yes.
worse teams and franchises out there.
Yes.
We got spoiled under James Harden and them, and then we sucked, and we were the worst team in basketball for a good minute.
It's a lesson in gratitude. Like, you don't understand how gracious you should be about things until you realize that other people can't do it. Like reading. You ever seen somebody struggle to read and it's like, fuck, bro, you're an adult. Like, you should not be doing that. LaMelo or Ant, hands down, not even in the same ballpark.
Ant's a baller. I love Ant. All right. Houston, if you made it to this point, whether you're on Facebook, welcome. We will be doing this a lot more. It's good to
Word.
see you, Facebook. Check out all of our content, all of our posts for sure. It is Bayou City Boys. I'm sorry, Facebook will not let us change the names still. I don't know why.
Appreciate you, Los.
Thank you, Los, for joining us.
Yeah, later, man.
Anybody that watches this recording after this live is over, make sure you like, subscribe on our YouTube, follow our Instagram, TikTok, all of our good stuff. We got a bunch of different content from Houston sports, Houston culture, anime, gym, a bunch of different things that we all talk about. We'll be having some live reactions coming up. Be on the lookout for that. We are out of here, Houston.